In Merseyside and Cheshire we have very high rates of cancer. We have high cancer death rates, and there are two reasons for that. One is we have more cancers, and also in some cases people don't do as well. There are many examples where people do better with cancer here than in other areas, but we have a lot more, and we need to expand our services and treatment options available because of that.
The Clatterbridge Cancer Centre has a vision to provide the best cancer care that we can for the patients that we treat. We currently provide it out of two main centres, here on the Clatterbridge site on the Wirral, and also out of the Aintree site. And then we have clinics distributed around the cancer network that we serve. The proposal is to make a major investment, we reckon in the order of £100 million, to actually move our inpatient beds from here on the Wirral into Liverpool, onto the Royal Liverpool campus, adjacent to the Royal Liverpool Hospital and the university.
This isn't about closing Clatterbridge Hospital. This is an expansion of cancer services in Cheshire and Merseyside. In fact, an additional £6 million a year has already gone into contracts with Clatterbridge to support this expansion.
Once we've made the investment, we'll have a major centre which will be the hub of our services on the Royal Liverpool campus. We'll retain a satellite service here on the Wirral, providing a full range of radiotherapy, chemotherapy and outpatient facilities. And we'll also retain our proton therapy facility, which is the national centre for the treatment of eye tumours using proton therapy.
The vast majority of the Wirral and Western Cheshire patients will continue to be treated at Clatterbridge Cancer Centre, and it's only the sickest and the ones who most need specialist care who will need to go into Liverpool in the future.
With the co-location of cancer services with the Specialist Cancer Centre right next to the new Royal Liverpool Hospital, we will have the ability to do very radical new cancer research, drug trials. We will be able to offer palliative care and more complex care to patients that perhaps we can't do at the moment.
Bringing the two together and bringing the cancer centre together with the university and the academics can only be a good thing.
So what we want to do is to make sure that all those people can work together really well so that our patients can get access to groundbreaking treatments as they're developed.
On returning from holiday, I went to my local GP because I was jaundiced and had yellow eyes, and he sent me for blood tests. Following this trip to Halton Hospital and then to Warrington Hospital, Warrington said that the problem I had was too complicated for them to take any further, and they said they were going to transfer me to the Royal Hospital. I had made some inquiries myself about pancreatic cancer, and I did realise the severity of what I had. Fortunately, the consultant came back and told me that you are operable, that the tumour is of a certain size and in a certain position, and we can operate.
Cancer treatment involves many different specialists, and it involves those involved in the diagnosis of the cancer, often the treatment, the surgical treatment of cancer with an operation, often then chemotherapy, radiotherapy, often recruitment to what's called a clinical trial, whereby the doctor suggests a new drug and a new treatment.
I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, which meant that I underwent surgery at the Royal Liverpool to remove the tumour. Subsequently, I required chemotherapy at Clatterbridge.
We often need advice from renal physicians, cardiologists. Maybe the patient needs to be admitted to a high dependency unit or a critical care unit. We just don't have that capacity capability on our site. We need to be co-located with an acute hospital to actually provide the best cancer care going forward.
You go to see the surgeon and you get used to the Royal Liverpool and the nursing staff and everything, and then you have to restart that journey all over again when you actually go to Clatterbridge.
So putting the cancer centre next to the Royal allows all of those elements to be done on the same site, so patients can go through the whole of the patient journey, the whole of the cancer pathway, right from diagnosis through to surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, on the same site with the same coordinated team.
It's not so much about how clinicians work, it's about how we can work better to improve care for our patients.
The bigger the hospital, the more variety of cases they have, and the more variety of cases they have, the more experience they have, So that in itself will attract up and coming surgeons and doctors and sisters and nurses.
Nowadays, especially in the academic field, in the research field, we're competing for staff, for bright academic staff internationally, and this will really help us to make ourselves attractive and well known on the international arena. That improves care for all our patients considerably. We always want to do what is best for our patients, so both now and into the future. And I think as a clinician, this will enable me to offer my patients the very best in available care into the future. And the idea that we will have a beautiful new cancer centre 2017-2018, that is not just a pipe dream, that's a reality.
We've already got a big Cancer Research UK collaboration with University of Liverpool and the Liverpool Royal Hospital around cancer research. And this is about strengthening that and moving on from it. So this is about a journey that actually we're already on.
I think more patients will find it easier to access the new site. They will be offered new drug therapies, and they will be offered the chance to participate in clinical trials where perhaps they can't be offered that opportunity at the moment.
Many patients do require other specialist type clinics, and these can be more easily tapped into at centres like the Royal Liverpool that run as a major teaching hospital, will cover the full range of services that a patient is likely to be required, no matter what cancer that they actually have got or that they are suffering from.
From the beginning of July onwards, we're involved in an engagement process where we will be going out to local people, general practitioners, users, patient groups and others, explaining what we're proposing and the benefits that could come from those proposals.
We're often challenged about whether we will continue to invest in services during the planning period for the investment in Liverpool. But we're absolutely clear as a Trust Board, we need to stay at the leading edge. We will continue to invest in new technology. We'll continue to maintain a high quality environment. Our staff and our patients deserve that.
And I'm reassured that we're going to continue to have the services locally that we need, and the development of the new centre will guarantee that. So it's a win-win situation for those of us in the Wirral, local services and expert services nearby.
We expect to move into what's called formal consultation, which is when we'll produce a formal paper which will be put out to people with a specific timescale, asking for them to send their comments. And after that, we'll finalise a proposal that will go through the necessary decision-making bodies so that we've got a finally agreed business case for the new centre.
I think the future is very bright for cancer care in Merseyside and Cheshire, and I think the future is about collaboration. The future is about coordinated care, and the more that we collaborate, the more that we work together, both the University, Clatterbridge Cancer Centre, the Royal, the better the care and the better the outcome for our patients.